Hey guys, it's Naz Sitar here, and just to welcome you again to this video. I'm just going to run a quick few numbers to you guys. As I said yesterday, I'm doing like I'm helping some clients of mine with their property buying and selling. Well, sorry, not selling, buying and retaining property, and as an investment for them. So really quickly, guys, if you've got money, as I said, minimum you need to have in this sort of business, I would say, is about 50,000. Now, if you've got that, then obviously, hit me up and we can maybe look at some property deals for you guys. But this is what I'm looking at just now. This is a deal that I'm actually doing for a client of mine just now. Now, this is actually a really good deal. The market value for this property that they're buying is 110,000. They're actually getting it for 100,000, so it's £10,000 below the market value, which is, you know, these days it's really unheard of. It is a great deal. It's a rare deal that came through. So anyway, we're passing this on to our clients, obviously for a fee. And so, yep. What happens is, just to run some figures by you guys. So as I say, market value is 110. Purchase price of the property is 100,000. They're going to be doing a slight renovation on the property, and the price after the renovation will be about £130,000. But we'll come to that in a little bit, further down the video. Yep. So the achievable rent, guys, is going to be about £700. You can check these things up with Zoopla. It should actually be about £750. It's a 3-bedroom mid-terraced villa, lovely big lounge, front and back garden. Yeah, it's a desirable area as well, and we've done a good deal with the vendors here. Yep. So this is just a few figures that I'll run by you, and you can just to understand how the business works. So what they can do is, obviously, they can just buy it, purchase price £100,000, buy it outright and put up in rent, and away you go. But what we recommend is to keep your £100,000 in, well, the bank. The bank gives you nothing, but obviously we're going to utilize that money. So yep, £100,000, 25% deposit of the purchase price, which is £25,000. So this is money in that you're going to have to physically put in, or my client's going to put in. So it's £25,000 that they're putting in. Tax and legals, stamp duty is 4% for an additional property tax that we've got here in Scotland. 4%. Down south it's 3%. We're very lucky. We've got it 4%. Thanks. Anyway, and the legals here is £850. That is for the solicitor's fee, basically. So tax and legals, 4,850. Renovation, I've put down here 20,000. Now, we had a quick look at the property, and I don't think it's going to need that much, but we always aim for higher, figures, so that when we do save the client money, it's a bonus. So total money in is 49,850. So that's all these figures together. That's what the client is actually putting in. So they can actually buy 2 of these with their £100,000 if they've got £100,000 cash lying in the bank. So £49,850 is cash in. Mortgage is 3% interest only. Now, we always go for interest only if it's a mortgage that you're doing that's going to be producing you money rather than your own home. So more on that later in later videos. So 3% of 3% interest only on 75% of your mortgage. So that just rounded off figures, £75,000. And how we work it out is 3% of £75,000, divide that by 12, and that gives you your £187.50. That's going to be your monthly cost. That's going to be there every month that you have to pay as a mortgage. Well, my client has to pay every month as a mortgage. Management to look after this property at £700 is normally about 10% or 12%, or there or thereabouts. So I've put down £70 a month. That's going to come out as well. Now, it's a good thing to know these figures, guys. A lot of people won't tell you these sort of hidden costs, but it's better to be upfront and transparent. These are the costs that are going to be there every month. And you'll also have voids and future costs. So we always say take 10% off whatever it is, your rent, and put that aside as well. Simply because when tenants move out 6, 8 months down the line, it might have a small void. We might have to do something. So that £70 is added up into your account, and you've always got some sort of a cushion. So maybe two, three, four, £500 eventually. So that's always sitting in the bank for any issues that may occur. So yep, and here we are. So the total cost of that is £327.50. So that's our total cost outgoings every month that's going to be going out, £327.50. Now, this is a good part, obviously, what's coming in. Now, return on investment, your monthly cash flow should be £700 is your rental, minus a 327.50, which is this here outgoing. That leaves you £372.50 a month, every month coming in without fail as long as the property is occupied. So every month you're going to be getting that guaranteed, and that is £4,470 per annum. Now that's a fantastic return if you look at the figures and everything, and from what the banks give you. Not only that, that's just a very, very basic assumption here. We're actually going to take this to the next level here. Now, how that goes is, so return on investment, so that's £4,470, which is this figure here, and you divide that by how much money you've put into it, which is here. Multiply that by 100, and that gives you your, pardon me, that gives you your 8.9% return on investment per annum. Now, what bank is going to give you that kind of return on investment if you put in 50 grand of your own money? Who's going to give you 8.9%? Okay, you've got your you've got stocks and shares and cryptos and all this and that, all very, 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 very volatile products. I wouldn't actually go for them. I know people do them and they're doing really well with them, and they keep saying, the groups that I'm in keep saying, jump on board. This is great and everything, but I'm, straight down to earth, quite boring, and I want to get a good return on my money, and I want to be able to say, that this is going to be guaranteed. I'm not going to wake up tomorrow and the arse is falling out the crypto. So I don't want to go down that route. Anyway, so that gives you 8.9%. Now this is where it gets a bit juicy. Now, plus you've got rent increases of up to 5% per annum. So you can, I think it's actually more than that, but to keep it very, very basic, you can actually have 5% every month added on to your £700 here. So that gives you an extra £35 a month, which is totally cash free. Again, I mean, it's free money. After a year, you can bump up the rent. We tend not to do that, but you can do it if you want to do it. So just to give you that option. Plus, you've got capital appreciation. Now, in Scotland, you can get anything up to about 8% per annum, depending on areas. Down south, it's 10% plus, depending again on the areas. So we always say between 5 and 7% per annum capital appreciation on your property. Now, I'll come back to this part here in a second. So just to give you the figure from here, so year one, if we only use 4% capital appreciation of your £100,000 investment, that gives you an extra £5,200 per annum. The first year. This is compounded interest, by the way, so that's always going to go up every year. Again, more videos on that later. So that gives you £5,200. So you're going to make that in year one, plus you've made your annual rent here, which is £4,470. And that actually gives you £9,670 divided again by the money that you've put in. That gives you an incredible 19% return on investment for your £50,000. Now, that, when you look at that, it just blows your mind, thinking that 19% money back, plus you've got your property there. Next year it's going to go up again, provided the market stays the same. You're going to use, remember, I've only used 4% here, capital appreciation. Some areas are a lot more, some areas are a little bit less, but it's there or thereabouts, 4, 5, 6, 7% per annum. And again, all these figures, stats you can check out online. There's a lot of places that will give you different stats, but this is sort of my idea. Keep it very, very basic, keep it low, 4%. That gives you that £5,200. growth in your property, and it gives you your annual rent, which is there. That's the total amount of money, guys, that you can make here. So that's 19% return on investment. And that's, for me, that's a fantastic return. Sitting back, not doing anything with the property. You've got agents who are dealing with it. The only thing, obviously, is that people are scared how to buy, what to buy, which one to buy. How do I get the figures correct? This is where we come in. Obviously, we help other clients buy properties. I mean, we'll look for everything. We'll do a package for you, and we'll take a fee. And fees are about £3,000 depending on which property it is, and it could go up to £10,000 depending on the deal. I'm actually working on a land deal just now that I'll be making a lot more than 10,000. But obviously, the bigger the deal, the better the return it should be for me, because it's a lot more work. So yep, that's basically that. Now I did say I'll come back to something. What was it? Yep, here. After 3 years, what we want to do is, so the interest only mortgage, guys, what we do is we have it fixed for 3 years or 5 years. Now, my idea is to get it fixed for 3 years. Some lenders do it for 2 years, some do it for three, some do it for five. We just have to find a decent lender and get the best rates for our clients. So just presuming that we fix this for 3 years. Now, after 3 years, what we tend to do is we get that property revalued again, and then hopefully it will jump up to, I don't know, whatever figure it is. It's going to jump, it will be, say, 120 or 130,000 pounds. We get revalued, and then we get another mortgage put on it for 75% loan to the value of that figure. I'll do a separate video on this, guys. This is just a bit too much, maybe. Um, and then you can actually pull your money back out. So the 50 grand that you've actually put in, you could probably pull back another 30 grand back out of that. So you've only left maybe about 20,000, 25,000 in the deal, and you're still earning this money here every year. You're still getting that, plus your property's always going up in value. Now, when you look at that, the next thing that you should be thinking to yourself, or I should be asking you, is how many do you want to buy? How many do you want to buy to get the lifestyle that you need to be able to sort of cut back on your work, make your money work for you, make your money work hard for you, not you working hard for money? That's the way it should always be. You should always be able to say, hands off. Eventually, I want to have a life that the money's coming in every month and I'm not doing anything for it. So that's basically where we are. Any questions on this, guys? Please leave a comment down below. If you like this video, please share it with your friends. And remember, I'm opening up a fund as well, where I'm looking for people who have got a minimum of £50,000. And if you've got £50,000 and you want to invest in something like this that tickles your fancy, you're interested in it, you're not quite sure how to do it, just comment yes below, and or DM me, or whatever, send me a message, and let's hook up and let's have a conversation. But I'm only going to be able to work with a handful of clients for this. You can understand there's a lot of work to be put in. So we've already got maybe 3 or 4 that I'm working with just now. So I'm looking for another 3 or 4 that will keep me going for probably the tail end of the year. So we're always on the lookout for people that have got the money, that are serious and that are not scared to invest and build up a portfolio. So now's your chance. If you're interested in doing something like this, just comment yes. As I say, we're only looking for a few folk who have got £50,000 minimum investment. There are other investments as well, whereas you give us the money and we'll be able to help you out and get a return for your money without doing any work, without any property. Then obviously that's a different conversation for a different day. But that's basically it. So if you're interested in this, guys, if you're interested in something like this, property is a fantastic way of earning you residual income every month. And I know some people will be thinking, I can't do it, it's too difficult. But believe me, trust me, once you know how, and you've got somebody behind you to help you and guide you, it's really easy. So all I can say is together we can do it. Just get in touch, and I hope you like the video, and I'll do another one for anything else that you've got any questions. Just leave them below, and I'll speak soon, guys. Take care.